Hey everybody, John Lang, Wallace Professional Services. I'm out here pretty late at night. It's like 11 o'clock. I've been going to bed at like midnight every night, waking up at 6 a.m. every night. So it's not too bad. 6 hours sleep is pretty good. I mean, I don't go to sleep exactly at 12, probably like 12 and 1, between 12 and 1. But anyway, we got rained out today. So, oh, excuse me. The trucks are kind of like unorganized and a mess, and I had to organize it because it was pouring rain when we all got back, so I wasn't gonna just have them stand around waiting for the rain, waiting for the rain to stop so they could clean out the vehicles. I just said, just go ahead, I'll take care of it. It's done. So yeah, this morning we actually had a company meeting, the very first company meeting. I was nervous. I didn't even realize I was gonna be that nervous. I really wasn't thinking about it until they all got here. I had my clipboard, and they were like, oh shit, here we go. And I just kind of like was walking back towards the garage, like I was leaving my truck, walking back towards the garage. Everybody's standing here. It's like, fuck it, here goes nothing. So, I didn't put it off at all because I knew they were kind of waiting for it because I told them to be here a little early because we're gonna have a meeting. So we had a meeting. I'll tell you what the stuff I'm gonna share this meeting with you guys. Okay? This is the stuff you got to think about. When you have a business and you start having employees, you have to have meetings. Your employees need a solid leader. Okay? They don't need another friend or another employee to work aside. They need a leader, and they need the rules set in place and the expectations, and then it's their job to follow it. And if they can't follow it, then you need a new employee. And I put all these rules in place, and I'm sure this meeting was not the only time I'm going to have to say these expectations. It's kind of like what I'm saying is I'm probably going to have to remind them of this stuff. It's probably, it's not going to be perfect instantly, but at least it's brought to their attention, and now they know. And you'll realize when you're working and you haven't had a meeting or something, or you haven't set these expectations like this, and you're working with your employees, they might do little things that irritate you, and you almost can't even be mad because you didn't set you didn't set the table. Trying to use my phrases. You didn't set the expectations from the get-go. So you might think it's common sense to not text or to keep moving, whatever. So this meeting, I touched on some things that were bothering me. I made sure we talked about there was no phones. I made sure they knew that there's no paid lunch. I do deduct pay from lunch. However, I offer a 30-minute break during the day that is compensated for. They get paid for it on the clock. And I gave them the option. They can either do 2 15-minute breaks or they can do 3 10-minute breaks. We're outside. We're in the heat. It's draining, they're gonna need to take breaks, even if it's multiple breaks. I also touched on no going back to the truck or the van during work. I've been seeing that people go back and forth to the van and the truck multiple times during the day just to grab something stupid like a piece of steel wool or a little wooden tip for the pole, and it's like, you know how much time you just wasted? You just spent 5 to 10 minutes walking all the way back to the truck, all the way back for a wood tip, just to find out the tip's broken, and now you gotta go all, it's, but we set the bar. And then I also said, keep moving. No standing around and saying, well, I gotta wait for him to get this done so I can go, maybe I gotta wait for him to finish this top window so I can clean the bottom one. No. Have him knock out all these top windows on this wall and come back to it when he's done. You go around here and do all the low windows that don't have a window above it, so you don't have to worry. You know what I'm saying? Just find something to keep yourself busy and nose to the glass or whatever. And that goes for anything. So some points I brought up with the phone is, for one, it is dangerous. You can't be texting and distracted when you're on the job site. There's multiple hazards. You got ladders standing up, you got a guy with a water fed pole, it's probably all the hazards I can think of. But it's with anything, with power, accidents can happen that aren't even related to the job. So we can't be on the job texting. For one, and I also mentioned it looks extremely unprofessional. You're going to irritate the shit out of your coworkers. So you're going to be standing there texting, taking a break to yourself, do, and your coworkers are going to see that, and they're going to start getting frustrated with you because they're like, dude, we got to work, and you're over here texting and not working as hard as you could. It also makes you fall behind in work. You're not getting in the groove of things. These are just points I made up. Now here's the kicker. I told them it's a $2 fine. I've set the rule. It's a $2 fine for anyone who I catch on their phone. And I'm sticking to it. $2 fine. I pay these guys well, and I reward them for doing good things. So I'm gonna make them pay for doing the wrong things. If I'm gonna compensate them for doing good, they're gonna compensate me for doing bad. No going back and forth to the truck. Unload what we need. So everything's made very portable. Nothing's like mounted in a truck, or there's shelves in the truck or anything. Everything can be pulled out. So pull the bins out, bring them to the area we're gonna work, set up, and make sure you got everything. When we get to a job, make sure you got everything. Take 10-15 minutes, make sure everything's set up and you got everything, and get to work. We're not gonna be going back and forth to the vehicle for no damn reason. I said, bring them to the area that we work. I said, drink water when you're on a break. So you're gonna break there, you got your water break. And then I said, listen, I bring a case of water with us all the time. A case of water is like $3 or $4, like a big 24, 33 pack. I think it's 33 pack, it's like $3. I supply their water. I keep a case of water in the truck. They can help themselves with water bottles or whatever. So take a water bottle or two with you when you go to the back to work, so you have water with you. And this is a point I made yesterday because I noticed this big time yesterday. I told them I worked the entire day yesterday without going to the truck once, so I know everybody can do it. I know you guys could all do it too. I didn't go back to the truck once. My nose was to the glass the whole time. I told them there's a $3 fine for anyone who I see going back to the truck. And I'm thinking of upping that to $5 because it literally takes a lot of time to go back to the truck, go back, get back in the groove of things. You know, that's a really big thing. I made sure they knew showing up on time is extremely important. The crew is growing. The teamwork is very important right now. This whole 5-minute late thing stops today. I just made that very clear because people wanted to come in 5 minutes late and shit. I'm not doing that no more. I'm not paying 4 to 5 people to stand around while we wait for one person who's dragging. I said I will start offering write-ups tomorrow. Even 1 minute late will be a write-up. You have until 7:45 to get here, unless stated otherwise by me. I really want everyone here at 7:30, so get it in your heads that you need to be here at 7:30 so you can make it on time in case something happens at home, or you get stuck behind a truck, or the train gets stuck, or whatever excuse you come up with, the fire alarm, the fever, you know, I don't care what your excuse is anymore. Be here at 7:30, but you have till 7:45. I'll give you that window. 7:45, you're late. I said, take initiative. Our job is to clean all of the exterior glass. And this is kind of a meeting for this big commercial job. But I'm gonna do meetings more like this just in general, like weekly meetings and whatnot. Our job is to clean all of the exterior glass. Keep cleaning glass. I don't want to see anyone waiting for windows to dry so you can clean them. Just walk around the building and work on windows that you can clean. There's always something that can be done. Even if we have to split up and work on 2 different sides of the school, I don't care as long as we are making progress. Quality. Kept walking around yesterday, windows looking like shit. I was like, dude, because I know everybody's got eyes. Like, I'm not the only person with eyes. Everybody can do a row of windows, maybe step back, walk back, and double check them. Be like, did these turn out all right? Like, I don't know. To me, it blows my mind because I can see each individual window, if if it turned out okay, if there's water left behind or whatever. But I got to keep in mind these people are still learning. So if they got to walk back and double check their work, go right ahead. But I don't want to keep seeing dirty windows. I'm one person. It's not up to me to babysit everyone and see if these windows are dirty. Everybody has eyeballs. They can see if they messed up or not. Just get it right. Just make it right. So I said we need to hold ourselves accountable. I can't possibly inspect every single window. If you notice lines when you are pulling, you may need a new rubber. Clean a cluster of windows and then go back and detail the edges. I don't want people cleaning one window and then detailing the window and then putting the rag away and then pulling the squeegee out and then, you know what I'm saying? Just try to make the most of every tool. So mop like 3 windows, squeegee 3 windows, or mop like 3 windows, put the mop away, squeegee 3 windows, and then pull out your rag. You know, don't do one at a time or something. Said if you notice someone windows, oh, and then I said, always work on speeding up your technique. Moving faster is actually less work on yourself. Do not overthink it, and it's true. If you're just like moving slow and meticulous and trying, it actually is harder to clean a window. If you move fast and just quick, the lines seem to go away. It's crazy. Try, give it a shot. If you notice someone's windows look like shit, pull them aside and bring it to their attention. The only way we learn from our mistakes is correcting them ourselves. If we just see a window looks like shit and we clean it real quick, the person that made that window look like shit doesn't realize that they're making windows look like shit. I said organization. Keep the trucks clean. I'm almost done. Organization. Keep the trucks clean. There should be a trash bucket in each vehicle. Always put used wet mops on the drying rack shelf, or always take out the wet rags and put them like I got like a little hamper or a milk crate to put the wet rags by the door so I can wash them. If the van gets unorganized, it needs to be corrected before we clock out. I said clean out the vehicles of all garbage daily and always empty the trash bucket. And then this was my in closing paragraph. Keep in mind I hired all of you because I need 2 crews I can count on. I need to get away from spending all of my time in the field in order for you guys to have a job. It's up to me to work on the business instead of in the business. I want to start seeing some real leadership from all of you. I need everyone to always do the right thing, even when nobody is looking. And then I said, real quick on safety, I'm pretty sure I'm the only one who is comfortable on a ladder. If any of you need to use a ladder, I want you to ask someone to spot you. And that goes for anything. I would rather show you how to do things safe rather than having an accident. And then I touched on, we're going to start having a reward system, so the people who the crew that keeps their truck clean every single day of the week, I'm going to start throwing a monetary reward. People that show up on time every single day of the week, they're not late, monetary reward. And then I asked, I said, does anybody have any suggestions on how we can make things work smoother around here? Does anybody have any questions? Do you see anything from a perspective that I may not see it? You guys are actually employees and you're in the field. Maybe you see things a way that I literally cannot see because I'm looking at things a different way. Everybody sat there. But then one person did mention the assigned drivers. Maybe we should have assigned drivers instead of everybody like, who's supposed to drive? Who's supposed to drive now? And I thought that was a good idea because I don't want people arguing or feeling salty about someone's driving more than the other. So I think I'm just gonna say, hey, I want so-and-so to drive. And the guy that said that, I think, is probably the best driver for everybody. So probably we'll do that. The assigned drivers, just take some of the stress off them. But that's how that meeting went. Wow, this video's getting long. I'm sorry, guys. But listen, if you're serious about business and you're serious about how to make things work, this is golden information. This is stuff that needs to be talked about, and you need to realize you have to be prepared to stand up in front of everybody and talk. And I was a little nervous, but I'm just gonna get more and more used to it the more I do it, just like everything else. So, what else did I want to talk to you guys about? Just get your QuickBooks. What you need to start a business, the like how I'm doing it. You need to have QuickBooks so you can keep your finances organized. I tried to do it without it. It's a mess. It's horrible. I don't know why I even tried, but just don't. Just get QuickBooks, keep everything organized, get a CRM software, make everything automated, and then check out these postcards real quick. Sorry, it's in the dark. So I'll leave a link in the description. I'm pretty sure I've shared with you guys my designer, my graphics designer, but does phenomenal work, very cheap rates. I spent like, I think it was 310 bucks for 1,000 of these, and then I got 15 more yard signs. So that was the design. That was for the design, the postcards, and the yard signs. It was like 310. Not a bad gig. Hey, thanks a lot for watching. I love the support. I'm glad you guys are. I enjoy the people that watch my channel, because this channel is not going to be interesting to anybody except people that are really trying to start a business and do this for real. So I appreciate the support. I hope you guys are kicking ass this year. And if you just stumbled across the channel, like, subscribe, drop a comment. And for everybody watching the video, drop a comment, man. I love hearing back from you guys and all that good stuff. Let me know if there's anything in particular you'd like me to touch on in the next video also. Have a great night. I gotta clock out.